Are the days of creative content gone, or are they just beginning? Well, I'll let you into a little secret. They're just beginning and they're going to get better and better. So join me for my first impressions of the DJiI Mini 2. Join me on a series of videos to discuss how this epic piece of kit makes creating content like this accessible to everyone and how it inspires people to get outdoors. Hi guys, welcome to another video. First video of 2023 for me, so please bear with me. It's not good filming conditions, unfortunately. However, we do have to make do with the time I've got. So this is not a review, this is just a first look at my first impressions of the DJiI Mini 2. A really popular and really fantastic drone, whether it's for beginners or for all-round or seasoned photographers or videographers. This offers some fantastic features at a fantastic price. So join me on my first look at the DJiI Mini 2. So this is the actual drone itself. Hopefully you can see it in the pictures. So this is how it comes in the case. Again, if you want me to, I will go through an unboxing and what sort of comes in the packaging and everything like that. But to be honest with you, you've seen this drone before. It's not brand new to the market. You've probably checked out many videos of the, people taking out the box and out the packaging and stuff like that. But I just want to give you my opinion and my honest views on this, because it's not all good. It's not all fantastic. However, it does have some really amazing features, and overall I do think this is one of the best drones on the market. So let's dig deeper and let's have a look into this. So the drone comes in this packaging here. I've actually left the instructions on the side on what to use to sort of untangle the drone and get it ready for flight, because I do find it really useful, and to be honest it just adds to the aesthetic of it. But you can see it comes in this sort of banded case, so really easy to undo. You can literally just peel it off like that, take it all the way off, and then put that to the side, and then you can see you're left just to untangle it. Also, you've got this cap. Now this comes on to my first sort of complaint about this. It's fine, it does the job, but I would like a more secure protection for the actual gimbal mechanism itself. It feels like it's going to snap every single time you take it off and every single time you put it on. I mean, it does the job fine and it works, and I dare say you could buy replacements. However, I would like, a better quality version of this. So you can see it just comes off like that. And I don't know if you can see on the camera, but it literally hooks on just by these two. So fortunately we're going handheld at the moment with the camera. However, as you can see here, this is the drone completely unfolded and basically ready to fly. You need to sync it with the controller. Again, I can do a video on this if you want in more detail. Again, how to connect the drone, how to set up the drone. But again, you've probably seen that to death already. I just wanted to give you my views. So by law, again, you have to have your ID number on there. So I'm not going to show you mine completely, but you do have to have your operator's license ID on there, and you do need to have that attached to the drone and easily sort of visible to anybody who wants to inspect it. It also has to be a certain size, so do bear that in mind. It does cost, it's £10 at the time of filming for the year, I believe, so you do need to make sure you do that before you fly the drone. But the drone itself, it feels amazing quality. It's obviously lightweight at 249 grams because it needs to be for the certain legislation to allow certain individuals to fly the drone and for it to fit into certain categories. So again, another thing is, again, the certain categories you are going to have when you are flying a drone, so please look into that before you buy one and before you purchase one, because you do need to be aware of the laws and requirements behind it. So I believe the camera on this is 12 megapixel camera. But again, as you know, I'm a photography based channel rather than videography. That's absolutely fine. I mean, it's not about the megapixels, it's about the quality of the sensor and how the actual image is processed. You can actually shoot in RAW format as well. So when I shoot my photos or videos, I do shoot in JPEG RAW, and then you can basically transfer them from the SD card of the drone into Lightroom. But yeah, it's a single camera. You do have various sensors on the drone as well. You don't have complete collision avoidance sensors, however you do have them on the bottom here, so when it is landing it does know where the ground is and it does detect the ground and slow it down. And again, I must say that works flawlessly. It works absolutely fantastic. A feature I love on this as well is when you are taking the drone off and you're doing it in long grass, obviously these propellers can actually sometimes sit inside the grass, and when it does detect that, it actually cuts the power and it actually stops you from taking off the drone. So it basically prevents damage to the individual propellers and motors inside there. So that is a really nice feature. So I've put the drone like this, so hopefully you can see my next point. Another negative of this, I would say, is it doesn't really have any sort of legs to take itself off from, to raise it above the ground, or to actually, you know, make it higher than the grass, or sort of any obstacles that you're taking it off from. You can see at the front you have got these kind of legs just at the front here, but at the back you don't. You kind of just rest directly where the motors are. So I would have liked it to sort of have some sort of stand like that where you can actually pop it down and take itself straight off, but that isn't present. While I'm on negatives, I would say that overall it does feel fantastic quality and really well made. The only part of it that I don't actually think is that particularly high quality is this battery flap here. It feels quite flimsy, to be honest, and even when it clicks in there, you know, it feels like it isn't going to last particularly long. Having said that, I haven't heard any reports of that coming off or snapping, and I suspect that it probably is replaceable if you need to. So let's have a little review and a little first initial review anyway of my experience so far. So I'm a beginner drone flyer. I haven't flown a single drone before at all. And first thing I'm going to say is the app and how you set up the drone and how you fly the drone. They make it super easy. It is absolutely fantastic, and it's actually blown my expectations away. Not only of the actual flying experience and the experience of actually unboxing it and the accessories it comes with, because they are really a cut above the rest, and it makes it feel such a special product when you're taking it out and using it every single time. The carry bag it comes with is lovely. All the accessories you need in that combo pack, if you do go for that, which I would recommend, you get everything you need for the drone. And it just makes that flying experience way better, and it gives you a bit more confidence in actual flying the drone when you know you've got the spare parts and the spare parts that you're actually going to need if anything was to happen. But the app itself is fantastic. It does auto takeoff for you, does auto landing for you, and I would say sort of 6 to 7 times out of 10 it does return to home. However, you do have to bear in mind in windy conditions it will stop this feature, and it will not let you do this feature, so you will have to manually fly at home. So to give you my first tips, I would again say take this out on a very minimal wind day where it's good weather conditions. The visibility is really good, and you need to get used to flying it, actual handling the drone, and you know, performing precise movement and sort of gestures with the drone, so you're completely comfortable and you're completely happy that you know what you're doing when you're ready to fly them slightly longer distances. Me personally, I'm not quite there yet. I'm getting more confident by the day, but not completely yet. So again, I'm not one for specs on this channel, as you know. I can give you some rough details, but my knowledge on it is still not fantastic. The drone itself can shoot in 4K up to 30 frames per second. You have a variety of different modes like panorama mode, circle mode, and some really, you know, innovative sort of modes in the app, which again are fantastic. I can try and do a video on that at some point. I actually film a lot of my videos on the phone that I fly the drone from, so it does make it quite tricky. I'm in the process of upgrading some equipment and getting some more filming equipment to make our lives easier. But yeah, you know, personally, I do think the feature list for the price is amazing, and I'm really happy with the quality of the actual output you get. So I shoot a lot of my photos and videos on various different devices and mobile phones and stuff, and you know, with 50 megapixel cameras and 108 megapixel cameras and stuff like that, and it really does keep up. The footage is silky smooth out of this drone. I will overlay some footage throughout the video, and I'll do sort of a bit of an intro if I can, to give you an idea of what you can actually achieve from this drone at an entry level and beginner level, because again, I'm not super experienced with the editing or the actual footage aspect of this drone either, but I will do my best. So again, please let me know in the comments below, give me your tips, give me your hints, and let me know what you think. But super smooth, you know, super sort of agile drone as well, so when you are trying to get them more complicated cinematic shots, it does have the functionality for that. It doesn't have a follow me mode, so bear that in mind, but you can sort of work around that if you are having someone sort of to be able to fly the drone while you're performing whatever you need to perform, or again you can track them while they're doing whatever they shall desire. You can get some really cool shots out of it. I don't really have much more to say in terms of the videography or photography side of things. I haven't had a chance to use it enough yet to give you a full verdict or a full review, because again, I am only a beginner. I have actually briefly flown a Holy Stones, I think it's a 125D drone, and the footage quality between this and that is completely night and day. I know it's a different price point, but the footage quality is night and day, and I really would stress, if you do have the extra budget, do spend the money and get something on the sort of, you know, the DJI level, because they do just offer that next level experience that I haven't seen before. So I want your opinion on the quality of the video as well. What do you think of the video footage? I mean, I must admit, it is basically complete darkness now, so the quality is not going to be the best, but I really tried to focus on the you know, the portrait video and also the audio quality. So I'm not using a microphone at the moment at all, I'm just using the standard mic. So this will actually feature in a full review of an upcoming device, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be my long-term review of the device after using it for about 4 months. So all of this footage is captured on that device, and I will feature that in a future video. So let me know what you think below and pay attention to the quality. So that's all from me. I hope you liked the first look at the DJI Mini 2. Thanks for watching. Remember, please like, subscribe and comment below. It makes a really big difference to our channel. We're trying to grow this year, and we're trying to put as much time and effort into the quality of these videos as possible. So I really appreciate your support.